of 1,600 city workers. On October 1st, it was announced that they have a...
Now, this has spiked a lot of controversy here at the University of Missouri.
May only be as good as the access animal control is given. Before they come to the property, they must give the owner a phone call. No surprise visits are allowed. And when they do come to the property, they can ask the owner to see the animals, but the owner can deny. At Rolla, where we observe the community coming together during a time of recovery.
I've never seen anything.
Roaring with pride as we head into tomorrow's border war matchup. Today, SEC Nation hosted its live preview show.
Speaker circle. Well, let me tell you, or actually, let me show you.
The phrase "No Kings" has been used at several protests across the country, including this one here just right behind me. This is the second time Columbia took part in the nationwide rally known as the No Kings protest. Quarterback, the Tigers now have to play the Aggies with a rookie quarterback, Matt Zollers. Columbia city workers say recent pay adjustments have been crucial. Tonight we look at how the past few months of negotiation factors into the city's broader pay discussion. They return home. I met one woman whose experiences led to years of silence and isolation, but eventually hope and a willingness to help others. Colette Youngblood left her dog Mojo in the care of Melissa Sanders in June, believing she was leaving her pet with a trusted breeder. On November 1st, Youngblood received a text from Sanders saying her dog had died. After that, Sanders went silent.
And wasn't responding to me, and that's when I first realized that there was something going on.
Animal Control Director Kevin Myers said what Youngblood did next was a turning point in this case. She forwarded Mojo's autopsy report to them. It held enough information for investigators to take the next step.
That was enough physical evidence to give us probable cause to get that warrant.
That's when Animal Control discovered the nearly 30 malnourished and dying dogs. Even though Animal Control had received complaints against Sanders in June and September, it says it followed protocol. The first report claimed abandonment and prompted Animal Control to visit her property and met with her. But that visit may only be as good as the access Animal Control is given. Before they come to the property, they must give the owner a phone call. No surprise visits are allowed. And when they do come to the property, they can ask the owner to see the animals, but the owner can deny. At June's inspection, Sanders only allowed them to see some of the dogs. And after that visit, their official report states that there was no substantial evidence to confirm abandonment.
It's totally report-based. I mean, if we don't get reports from parties that something's going on so we can go back and recheck, it's tough.
In cases where violations aren't immediately clear, Myers says the department's first goal is compliance, not enforcement.
So our main goal is if we can talk to the owner, even if they have an issue going on, if it's something that's, not totally heinous and we can work with them to fix, we'll start there and we'll give them time and recheck.
But in this case, officials cannot legally recheck.
What showed was there were no violations. So at that time, everything that the officer was shown was in good condition.
There was another complaint against Sanders filed in September, but no repeat visit was made. Myers says they followed all the rules and are careful not to violate people's personal rights.
I think the blame lies solely in her.
For Youngblood, all she has left are memories of Mojo. In Columbia, Simone McCandless, KOMU 8 News. Justice for Palestine say they came to Speaker Circle last month to write chalk messages spreading awareness. It's a place where many students exercise their First Amendment rights and share political ideologies openly. MSJP President Lily Dunn says just hours later, the message from the river to the sea was erased.
They've been told by administration that they had to come and get rid of it.
She says she thought this wouldn't be an issue.
As far as I'd understood, this had already been solved.
Dunn says a past MSJP president used these phrases as a campaign platform.
The previous president of MSJP, Islena Tala, had these very same discussions with Mun Choi and had even hosted events in the past named From the River to the Sea in a show of reclaiming the phrase from any sort of possible connotations of being negative.
The vice chancellor of campus facilities told her the phrase violated Title VI. That's part of the Civil Rights Act that prohibits discrimination and harassment based on race and national origin. A member of Mizzou Students Supporting Israel says the quote can be seen as offensive.
Just know from my perspective and from the perspective of a lot of the other Jewish people and people who have connections to Israel on campus that for us it's a very hurtful chant.
Lior Tao says the phrase insinuates the elimination of Israel.
In my opinion, it is a genocidal chant. It calls for the complete removal of everyone who's in that land right now.
A university spokesperson would not agree to an interview for the story, but issued a statement instead about its policy about removing chalking. It says in part, quote, "Recent removals include standard cleaning, chalking on prohibited surfaces, and a situation involving a report related to hostile environment under Title VI, which is being further investigated. MU confirmed the case with MSJP is under investigation. Tao says she is glad the university stepped in.
Yeah, I mean, you never want to see something like that going on your campus, but I'm really thankful that the university was able to take the swift moves that they needed to.
I'm Simone McCandless, and thanks for checking in.